Did you know that just like iOS, now on One UI 5.1 on this Galaxy S23 Ultra, you can just pick out any image subject as a PNG and paste it in notes, copy it somewhere, or even send it as a sticker to your friend. Now, I'm not a long-term Samsung user in phones. I have a Tab S7 with me, so I'm familiar with that more. But I found a few more interesting features, just the one I mentioned right now in One UI 5.1 on this Galaxy S23 Ultra. Also, if you're wondering what happened to the full review of this, obviously I'm still in the process, so that's going to take some more time, but make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on that particular video. With all that said, this shares and let's check that out. Alright, so often the camera is the highlight of any phone, and in One UI 5.1, especially on the Galaxy S23 Ultra, there have been a few more additions and integrations over here which make the camera experience better, more fun and useful probably, and probably take it a notch above the competition as well. Long-time Galaxy users would know that from the Galaxy Store you could download something called as Expert RAW, and this could give you a lot more flexibility in terms of the file size, exposure, and whatever you do in a pro photography app. But now in One UI 5.1, it's baked into the camera app itself. You just have to go into the camera, go to more, and you can see Expert RAW over here. Now I have it downloaded. If you don't have it downloaded from the Galaxy Store, it will reroute you to the Galaxy Store and just download it and you're ready to go. Now, a small thing about the Samsung phones and their camera processing was about the skin tones, which a lot of people did not really like in multiple regions. So that's why now when you go into the selfie camera, you can go to the enhancer and see something called as color tone. Under that you have two options, natural and warm. Now I have got it on natural, and here's a side-by-side comparison of how it may look on Indian skin tones, and more samples to come in the full review. Not to mention HDR10 plus video recording has been added to the video modes, and portrait video mode has gotten a huge upgrade as well, and you can record it at 4K 30 FPS just like the cinematic mode on the iPhones, and unlike the Pixel, which is only capped to FHD plus at the moment. Another thing you can do is record at high bitrate for videos, and this could be useful for people who video as flexible as possible in post-processing and make the most out of their work. The next thing is in the gallery app. Now the first one will be the one I mentioned initially. You can just tap and hold on any subject which is there, and it will pick out the PNG of the subject and you can paste it anywhere. And thanks to multitasking, which is there on Android and every other phone, you can just drag and drop it wherever you want, be it a text message, be it Samsung Notes, be it Google Keep, anywhere you want. Not just that, in the object eraser option right now, you even get options for removing reflections and such shadows. Now I did not really get to test it out, but I will try to test it out and let you know in the full review more. Next, there is more detailed EXIF data over here, and metadata is easily readable with the geotag of it and the details of the particular shot right in the gallery app, which is really good. You don't have to go into another menu now. Moving on, you get to do a simulation of the time of the day if you have a landscape picture with a lot of sky, but it does not work when there is a sun in the frame, and you can see an example right here on the screen right now. The next thing is you can set a custom folder for saving all your screenshots and screen recordings. You can just go to your settings, advanced settings, and screenshots and screen recording, and just select the folder right over here. Moving on, modes and routines got an upgrade over here. Now two things over here. One is the modes. You can not only select a lot of modes and make priority changes over there, whatever is available to you in this particular menu, go explore and find out, and drop your best modes down in the comments below as well. But now you can also set custom lock screen and wallpapers for this, and also see the mode on your lock screen as well. So that's kind of helpful, and definitely takes inspiration from focus modes from iOS. Moving on, the automations, which is similar to the shortcuts app in iOS. Over here you get a lot more flexibility now, and it's baked into the same menu over here. You just go to the routines part of it, and you can trigger some things based on modes or any other conditions, and there is a plethora of settings you can play around with over here to make the automation of your choice. My top one right now is to copy the adaptive battery setting which is there on my Pixel 7 Pro. Now on the Pixel 7 Pro is just a toggle, but on the S23 Ultra you can have a screenshot over here and you can understand how you can get it up to 85% till when it's charging overnight, and then let it go to full battery, and you have a battery screenshot over here also to understand how it works out overnight. The next thing is gonna be Bixby text call. Now this is similar to call screening, how it works in the supported regions, and in my region how on the Pixel caption calling works. So this is very similar to that, but the restriction is only English, which is also the case on the Pixel, but there are few more supported languages on the Pixel, which obviously is not really relevant in India, but there is. Now here is a test example of how it works and how it looks when you are using it. So now if I start speaking, it should be audible over here and it should caption everything that I'm saying, and you can see how it's turning out to be. Looks almost pretty good, too good to be true. Not just that, there is another trick to this. You can open the keyboard over here and type in your replies, which will again come into the voice over here. Hit send.
Okay, let's try this again.
Hi. I'm using Bixby to talk for me. Please tell me why you're calling, then Bixby will read my responses to you.
Hey, I was wondering if you're free for dinner.
Sure. Let's meet.
Okay, cool. Catch you at 8 p.m.
Awesome.
Next is a few things that have been added to the home screen, and these are mainly widgets. You have a Galaxy ecosystem battery widget over here. Now it did not really work well with the TWS I have the Sony 1000 XM4s over here. Now they did not really work well because you can't see the individual buds battery life, but you can do so if you have Galaxy Buds, for example. And if you do, you also have a new fancy weather app which has a bit of animations based on the weather in your region. You can see the example over here. Next, in lock screen, you can customize the clock as well as the shortcuts that are there at the bottom of the screen. This is very easy. You just gotta tap and hold the lock screen, enter your passkey, and you get the customization menu. One problem over here is that for some reason, if you have a custom wallpaper from a different app, the lock screen wallpaper changes every time I make setting changes over here. So that's weird, but yeah, hope it's fixed soon. The next thing is going to be multitasking, which is obviously a big plus on Android and definitely what you should have on a huge screen like this of the S23 Ultra. Not to mention, you also get the S Pen to help you out with it a bit. And now for enhancing the multitasking experience, you have got a gesture to quick launch multitasking. Not just that, when you do so, you get some suggested apps in the bottom menu as well to launch the other app of your liking, and you also get the app tray to select the next app. And with that, you obviously can drag and drop, copy paste or something like that when you have, let's say, links or pictures or the PNG, for example, from your gallery app, and just have a same screen experience for copying and pasting and knowing where you're copying it up without switching windows every time. Now this probably is exclusive to the Galaxy S23 Ultra as of now that I know of, but you have performance modes on this particular phone. So there is a light profile as well, which could help you preserve more battery. Although my battery experience is going pretty well over here, more to come in the full review, so make sure to subscribe to the channel for that. But yeah, you get that enabled with One UI 5.1 over here. So yeah, that's my quick list of the One UI 5.1 features which are there on the Galaxy S23 Ultra and mostly will be coming to your supported Samsung device as well. Let me know which one is your favorite features down in the comment below, and make sure you subscribe for the full review and the comparison of these two phones, the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the Pixel 7 Pro. And if you like this particular video, make sure you drop a like. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.